as recently as in 2015, actually, this was a huge problem for insurers, home insurers, especially in Massachusetts and Rhode Island, because we had a really, if you remember, that winter was very snowy. There was a lot of snowstorms and also freezing rainstorms. And it just became a huge problem. So as the snow builds up on the roof, if, as Courtney was saying, there's any heat source that causes the snow to melt, the water drains down to the lower part of the roof that might not be as warm, and then it freezes. And now there's an ice dam forming, all that ice at the end, and the water has nowhere to go. So it just builds up and builds up on the roof and leaks into your home, and it's caused massive water damage to homes. And those are all claims that are paid out by your home insurance. But what happened is there were so many of these claims that the insurance companies started saying, well, if this home has an ice dam problem now, we're gonna get off of this home. We're no longer going to insure this next year. And there are people scrambling, trying to find an insurance provider who will insure them, given their history of having had an ice dam claim. So we had to work hard with our insurance providers. You know, there's like 15 or so insurance providers we work with, and we had to really level with them and, you know, find the ones that were okay with insuring a home that had an ice dam problem in the past. And what they came back with is that we'll insure the home, but you have to have had an energy contractor come out and perform some sort of mitigation on the home. So you need somebody like Energy Monster to come out, make sure there's proper insulation in your attic, that there's no heat source to the roof that's causing the snow to melt. And if you've done any sort of that, you have proof from a contractor,
then you're okay.
Then you can get insured.
And John, if somebody wants insurance, is it too late? I mean, when does it go into effect? If they come to you now, does it go into effect right away, or do they have to wait?
As soon as they'd like it to go into effect. You know, it can go in effect right away. Most people, you know, especially if they have a mortgage on their home, already have home insurance. They're required to, but they may be able to get a better deal from somewhere. You know, what happened to a lot of these folks who had ice dam issues in the past is that their insurance provider didn't tell them that if they performed some kind of mitigation, they could stay on that policy or get a preferred rate, and they're stuck with a company that is more expensive because of their claims history. But if they know about this, they've performed some kind of mitigation on their home, they can actually get a much better rate. They can essentially negate that claim from being factored into their home insurance rate.